Okay, so let's begin. Uh, so first of all, I will tell you that what I am, what I am here to do, what I'm here to do for making, for what I have to tell you about this. First of all, I am telling that I have to make the purpose that what I'm here to telling you about. So the main purpose is that I have to develop the game. First of all, I have to develop the game. Now the second thing is how to develop the stages and make the proper research work. So I have made the different websites. I opened the different websites which you are maybe you are showing on the top of the tab screens. This is my purpose that I want to make the game project. I want to know which IDE I have to use, which API, which database, and which game I have to decide, which game I have to, which engines, which graphics, which I have to, either I have to make the graphics or not, which so that's when I have to make this purpose. So I have to make the website, and I will tell you about each and everything that what's about the कि जो वेबसाइट्स हैं वो क्या कहती हैं कि what's the websites are telling. So what's my idea and what's telling. So first of all, let's see that this is updated 14 November को. This is post. Here's how to make the mobile game in 7 steps. So a guide of the settings. Here's the telling about the development. So basically the purpose that who makes the game, who can create the game, not the everyone makes the game. You can make the game by the game developer, or if you make the simple game, so you can access by the Android developers, maybe Android, because for the Android Studio, if we say the Android IDE, we can. So we have to take the first of all हमने ये बताना है कि हम कौन सा IDE में यूज़ कर रहे हैं. So I have to speak in English. So if you either understand or maybe difficult to understand, just take it. Okay, I have to make the game in Android Studio, basically Java and XML. So I have to make the research. But he is saying there are 7 steps. Make your plan. Let's take this research on the make your plan, game plan. Okay, here is the proper planning or lack of planning can make or break your game before you start building the first game. He's saying that I have read this all in this. He's saying that if you want to make the 2D game or 3D game, you have to decide that which game you have to make, a puzzle game or something, or a racer game. So which you have to make the game. So let's take this. Take the time to write some ideas. He's saying that ideas likho. It's like that you make the proposal. So before making the project, ideas and unique characters means that which characters you are want to insert in the game, and either it is graphics, either it is 2D, either it is 3D, either it is want to have art, and which gameplay you have to 2D game, 3D game, because both, if there is 3D game there is a using of the graphics, if there is 2D game there is no need of the graphics. So which IDE you have to use, which API, which IDE, Android Studio or Visual Studio, and which operating system you have to making the game for which operating system, means that which operating system you are using for Android or for iOS for Apple users. So let's talk about you. Here's the program you have to, once you decide the January means the generation, which generation, I mean January. Let's talk about what is January. I don't know. Let's copy it and search on the here January, meaning maybe generation, I don't know. A style or category of art, music, literature. Okay. Relating to the painting, discrimination of lifestyle. Genre means that which type of you have to adventure game, film, writing, music, audio. It's just a genre. Genre means which category you have to belong. So genre. So it is a good thing that I have to research. Genre means that which category, because I have to make the Ludo dice game. So dice is just not the just a game that not a simple game, it's just a Ludo game also dice using. But I am not making the Ludo game, I'm making some other else. So let's talk about the second step. Okay, this is the first step. Make your plan. Second, choose your software. Software means that which software, which IDE. IDE means IDE. If we make the abbreviation of IDE, IDE, I mean development kit somehow. Oh, what तरीके भूल गया है. IDE abbreviation integrated development environment means that आप किस जगह पर अपनी चीज़ को डेवलप करना चाह रहे हैं. Integrated, so which website we are. I don't know. I think so. This website. Maybe this website. Yes. Okay. Find the right mobile game. Which IDE you have to make the. What is Unity? Unity is the IDE which make the जिसमें आप गेम्स बनाते हो. Unity एक सॉफ्टवेयर होता है जिसमें आप गेम्स बनाते हो. Unity is the software or which IDE where is the editor basically where you have to make the games. Unity web players. Okay. The other is UDK. Unity development kit. And sorry, UDK is Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine development kit. It's you can also download Unreal Engine from Epic Game Store. If you have a good graphic card type of PC, you can make also learn Unreal Engine. So the GTA 5 game and other high graphics games are mostly made in Unreal. So okay, so this you can say that Unity and Unity is just made a 3D game. Both are 3D, but Unity is somehow a little bit affordable and make the for beginners also. And most of the games of the mobile phone are made from Unity. But if you talk about the Unity, the more PC games are made in the Unreal. Okay, Game Salad. Game Salad is just the platform where you have to make the games, but it's just how you can say that Scratch gaming, Scratch game development on Scratch or game development on Game Salad. It's a 2D game, but it's a simple how you can also make the game software. It's a software Salad. If you say set Salad game. So here's a website. You can access the website here. From the player to the maker. Player maker game. You can player maker game proper world design. Here somehow the sample you can see here. And also this somehow where the I don't know what is the classrooms. Okay, this is the software somehow looking. This is a software somehow which is a very good software for the making this for making games. So if you're not using the Unity web player, you can also download the Game Salad and develop your own game. You can also download this app from here. Okay, let's talk about other creating own game on Salad. Okay, iOS and also it also make the app on available for iOS, Android, and for Windows also on with the click of a button. Okay, but means that in 3 platforms we have may easily without using the switching the other platform, other softwares. So number 3, learn your programming language. Means which programming language you have to using. Another thing that if we read that no matter which game development software you choose, no matter कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता क्या कौन software use करें, still extremely important to learn a programming language. Yes, exactly. A great place of start in C#, which is most widely used programming language among Unity developers. means that for the Unity developers won't also have to learn the C hash. For the Android, you have to make the Java, and I don't know about the Xcode. Xcode is a software IDE which you make the game for iOS platform. So for the Xcode you have to learn Swift programming language. So either the people said that there is no scope, but there is a lot of scope. Okay, let's talk about Python. Is another popular language for mobile development game. Among Python many advantages, rich variety of libraries you have to make. There is a Python, there are different libraries you can also make the different games in Python. So it is a very important language now in 2023. So let's talk about starting starting a mobile game development project. So there is a 3 rules. First of all, when you have to start from the beginning, मैं आप लोगों को गेम बनाकर भी दिखाऊंगा कि गेम बनती कैसे है, और गेम आप लोगों को सामने बनाऊंगा और आप प्रॉपर तरीके से स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग करके आप लोगों को बताऊंगा कि गेम किस तरह से बनाई जाती है और किस तरह से बनती है. तो परेशान नहीं होना. लेट्स सी, मैं बनाऊंगा और प्रॉपर तरीके से आपको दिखाऊंगा. ओके, सो here's the basic start with the basic mechanics and rules of the play. Means that which rules are in the software, which rules are using in the games. So every games have their own rules, so you have to make the basic mechanics and basic rules of to play the game. Okay, the number 2 is next, design your first level. Means do not design the interface. Many other people make the screen menus, splash screens, and any other things. So before we have to make the first level. Means the first step of the game, that is that running position or not. First level means that you have to clear game with the first level without making these screens, menus and options and etc. settings making the time waste on this section. You have to make the first logic part with this first level of the implement your graphics or testing more than time to make this phase. And if we say about the software engineering course, there is a minimum of the testing or the beta testing, alpha testing, in which they taught about that different platforms, different criterias for the testing. Before making first of all you have to design the code, you have to make the prototype, you have to implementation, code designing, and after designing you have to make the code. First of all, designing is the first part. You have to design, then you have to make the code, and then you have to make the then testing, and each of there are the different models. You can say that agile model, V-shaped model. There are different models. So let's talk about implement mobile game graphics. Number 5, mobile game graphics. Means that if you are not making this is 3D game, but you are 2D game, this portion is not capable because I am making the 2D game. Okay, then talk about the planning stage, the time to decide whether your game will be 2D or 3D. This is very important, that which game you are making 2D or 3D, and which graphics you have to do. If you are making 2D game, you have to make for Photoshop by yourself. You can make the graphics. Maybe if you are making the prototyping, you can use also Figma. You also use, if I telling about the Figma is very interesting user interface. You can also make the graphics in Photoshop, in Adobe XD, Figma and Adobe XD. This is a type where you can make these all of the games. For the 3D graphics, you have to make the Maya or 3D Max. So Maya is a software, and 3ds Max is also the software which you make the implement for 3D animation. 3D softwares are the okay. Let's talk about the another thing. outsource of graphic to another designer. There are plenty of sites that are decided dedicated to helping you to hire a designer. Means that if you are not make your own site, you can hire a hire a designer. Okay, let's talk evaluate your play. Means when your game is laid out, you need to refine it in order to create an enjoyable and memorable experience. Here's some common to ensure your game doesn't pixelate, make the control easy and intuitive, add an interesting and engagement storyline, create the modes through music that is fun and not distracting. Means that make the music and make the mode that is not do not distract the user or the customer. So test and more test. Releasing your game. One mistake new game developers. Yes, this is very important for my releasing. When you're releasing the game, one mistake करते हैं new game developers often make is trying to too hard to make the game perfect, thus delaying the release of the game. Don't skip testing and refinement altogether, but know that it's better to get the game out of the door quickly if it finds an audience. That's when you can improve on the game by releasing updates. ये चीज़ को मैं उर्दू में समझाता हूँ. बेसिकली लिखा हुआ क्या है, ये बेसिकली ये चीज़ लिखी हुई है कि जब बेसिकली जो न्यू गेम डेवलपर्स हैं वो ये गलती करते हैं कि जब भी कोई गेम बनाते हैं वो इतनी मुश्किल गेम बना देते हैं, और वो उसका जो रिलीजिंग डेट होती है कि मतलब कि अगर वो एक हफ्ते में नहीं बनती तो 2-3 हफ्ते में बनती है गेम, तो उसको 1 महीना 2 महीना 3 महीने तक उस गेम को डिले करते हैं ताकि वो गेम अच्छी बन जाए. ठीक है, तो ये गलती ये करते हैं डेवलपर्स के, वो गेम अच्छे बनाने के चक्कर में उस पहले 1 महीना लगाते हैं, बड़ा थोड़ा सा बनाते हैं गेम, फिर उसको और अच्छा करने के लिए उसी टाइम उसको दूसरा महीना लगाते, तीसरा महीना लगाते हैं. वो ज़्यादा जो रिलीजिंग टाइम है, गेम को रिलीज़ करने का टाइम, उसके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा वो टाइम स्पेंड कर देते हैं, जिसकी वजह से गेम जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम ले लेती है. तो उसने कहा ये चीज़ आपने नहीं करनी, तो आपने क्या करना है, यू नो डैट इट्स बेटर टू गेट गेम आउट ऑफ द डोर क्विकली. आपने गेम का वर्जन बना लिया एक, ठीक है, उसको फ़ौरन से आपने उसको रिलीज़ कर देना है. ठीक है, प्ले स्टोर में डाल देना है या फिर आपने उसको रिलीज़ कर देना है. When it find an audience, जब ऑडियंस आपके पास आएगी तो फिर आप उस गेम को आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए रिलीज़ करते रहें. आप उसमें अपडेट्स, आपने देखा होगा गेम खेलते खेलते कि अपडेट मांगता है, ठीक है, फिर थोड़ी देर बाद फिर अपडेट आता है. बेसिकली जो डेवलपर होता है वो क्या करता है, गेम पहले बनाकर प्ले स्टोर में डाल देता है, फिर उसके बाद क्या कहते हैं, जल्दी गेम बना कर डालता है. गेम इतनी अच्छी नहीं होती, लेकिन जब वो डाल देता है, फिर जब ऑडियंस आती है गेम खेलना शुरू कर देती है, फिर वो बताती है यार ये इतना गलती है, इसको इम्प्रूव करो. इसके साथ साथ जो है वो अपडेट्स आती रहती हैं. उससे ये फ़ायदा होता है कि आपका टाइम बच जाता है, और क्या कहते हैं उससे Okay, let's talk about, if you are serious about making money off of the game, you will also need the budget of the marketing. You can also submit your game for reviews to make the mobile startups or Android guys. Okay, let's talk about, let's click here. Androidguys.com is the website. I don't know what is this. TCL tab design edition 2. Tab that hit the version story. I don't know what is this. Scrap booklet memories new. I literally don't know that what website wanna do. I really don't know. Okay, what is this strap? Why not is Android users? Okay, first we have to talk about this website, and then we have to talk about another website. Let's stop this video